Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are returning, I love you oh so much. Thank you guys for being here. And if you just found me, I love you too. Okay, I love you before you got here. I love you even more that you're here. Welcome. Okay, you guys are probably going to hear the air blasting in the back, y'all. We are in a heat advisory here. We've been in one for the last week. It's been so freaking hot. Okay, electric bill has been so high, but baby, it's high. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. Coming into your energy, I heard that you guys like a challenge. You like to challenge yourself. You are someone who thrives when you go hard. And I don't mean in an unhealthy or a unsafe way. But when you really crack down on yourself, you crack down and you are able to make magic happen. Okay, let me take a drink. Gotta be hydrated because I feel it. We're about to really get into it, baby, okay? I'm sorry that my sound is going back and forth. That's me. I'm rocking. I'm moving. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm locking myself in. And that's the same vibe for you guys here. Locking yourself in because like I said, you like a challenge. When you really put your foot on the gas on yourself, for yourself, because of yourself, by yourself, all of that, you make magic happen. I'm hearing Chance the Rapper. I work magic in my life. And that guala like Ayana, because that bag just fixed my life. Okay, lock in. That is the main message here. I'm really excited to get into it. This deck has been screaming at me. Screaming at me. Okay, let's get into it. I just keep hearing that. That guala like Ayana, because that bag just fixed my life. It's very important as well. So let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. The invitation. Yes. Oh, and it's already the witching hour. Favorable circumstances. 5, 6 in order. I feel like that happened in another video posted recently. It went in order. 5, 6, like things are moving in order. They're going as they should. I'm gonna read from the guidebook for both of these cards, okay? The invitation, keywords, yes. Continue what you're doing. An opportunity is presenting itself to you. The tarot companion card would be the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about movement. It's all about growth. It's all about moving forward. Like you're on your way to something. And just like it said, yes, keep going. Keep going. Even if it's not making sense right now. Even if you feel like extremely chaotic. If you feel like nothing is balanced right now. Nothing makes sense. You have to be off balance to realize there's no balance. And then you're going to work your way to whatever balance looks like for you. So even through this chaotic feeling, even through all the things that you are fighting within yourself, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, things that you are facing about yourselves, things that you want to improve about yourself, like whatever it is, all of the things, keep going forward in those things, but also keep moving forward through all the chaos as well. So the version of you that you see yourself as, like the most authentic version of you, the version of you that you really want to be in this reality, whether it's looking a certain way, a certain job, or being in a certain place, or just being able to provide for yourself or your family in a certain way. You see that in your head, and then there's also this other side that you see, a lot of darkness, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. Keep going, because if you stop because of that, it's like, well, let me let go of that because I'm in all of this darkness. Then that's where you're gonna stay, because that's what you're choosing to see. But if you continue to see that dream and keep going forward, even though it's like maybe sometimes you show up here and other times you didn't have as much time. You worked a lot this week, and so maybe something else, slacked off. But at the end of the day, what I really am trying to acknowledge for you guys is that I see the human in you. I see that you're trying. Like, I see those days that it's hard, or maybe you didn't get to everything on that to-do list, but the intention was there. And so maybe then the next day you get to it, and the next day, the day after that, maybe not. But at the end of the day, you're always going towards. That's what I'm trying to say. You're always going towards, and that is what is important. Even if you show up day 1 and you don't show up day 2, 3, 4, but then you showed up day 5, okay, you're still going toward. Yeah, maybe you would have seen more progress or been further if you showed up those other days, but you don't know that for sure. Let's not focus on what is already gone, but let's focus on what we can continuously keep choosing to do, which is going toward. And I love that. I don't know. That just came through. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get into it, okay? The universe is always providing pathways to the things you desire. Sometimes these paths are marked by subtle clues that are easy to miss. At other times, however, the path is incredibly clear. Perhaps a friend gave someone your number, or an opportunity fell into your lap. These are invitations to your desires, but it isn't uncommon for fear to block the way forward when you are on the cusp of achieving your dreams. And didn't we just acknowledge that it's fear there, but it's also like in parallel with the vision of the dream? Come on now, Spirit is always coming through. What you've asked for has come knocking at your door, but then anxiety and doubt begins to set in. Should you wait for a better opportunity? Perhaps you've asked for more than you feel ready for. Maybe you thought this chance would come much later down the line, or that it was impossible, it would never occur. Nothing is too big or too impossible or too improbable or too impossible for the universe. When you ask for something, the universe will provide a way, but you have to decide to claim these offerings. The universe won't force you to go on an interview, say yes to a date, invest in a project or business, or call the number that fell into your lap. It's always up to you to say yes, despite your fears. Y'all, isn't that literally what we just said? It just came through to me to speak. And then we get into it, and this is exactly further confirmation for us. Thank you, Spirit. When the invitation appears, it's a clear sign that the answer to your question is yes. This is your confirmation that the path before you is right. I can't read right now. That doesn't mean that there won't be challenges or fears. It simply means you are headed in the right direction and should continue down this road. This card can also mean opportunities are opening up for you. You may receive some news or an important message, okay? Y'all, keep going forward. Even through the chaos, even if it doesn't wholeheartedly make sense, just keep moving forward, okay? Next one, let me take a drink. Maybe that'll help me read right. Okay. The witching hour. The keywords are true intent, manifestation, favorable circumstances. Y'all, and didn't we say that the intention is there? Even on the days when maybe action couldn't show up or something happened, whatever the circumstances are, but it's like the intention is always there, and it's always pure, and it's always true. And the next card talks about true intent. Isn't that something? Okay, Spirit is really coming through in this moment, y'all. Claim it. The tarot companion card is the Nine of Cups, and this is a card, that's the card of fulfillment. This is literally the card of forward movement, and then this is it's a companion card of forward movement, and this is the companion card of fulfillment. Moving forward into fulfillment, moving forward into that version of you that you have been envisioning and dreaming and on your way to. Even if some days it was steps were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you were at 5 for a while, and then it was 6, and then 7, and then 8, but then it was like 9, 10, 11, 12. You are always on your way. The Witching Hour card is perhaps the most positive and powerful card in the deck and represents extreme happiness and things coming together in a magical way. Y'all, I'm mind blown right now. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself over and over. That annoys me sometimes. But it's like, what did we say when we first opened up the reading? Chance the Rapper. I work magic, I work magic, I work magic in my life. Like, come on now, Spirit. This is amazing. This card means the circumstances are highly favorable for your question and situation. You can see the energy of the witching hour manifesting in an increase of finances, taking the next step in a relationship, getting a better job, finding the perfect house, or any other number of desirable outcomes related to your question. Additionally, this card is confirmation that your spiritual work is paying off. You are learning and integrating lessons well. Your skills are coming together to create true and pure magic. The universe sees this and will reward your efforts. You are entering into a time of increased manifestation power and should use this time wisely. Define your goals and put them into action from a place of clarity and deep understanding of your desires. Okay? I love this so much. This literally said this is the most positive card that you can get, and you guys got it right away. So again, further confirmation that you're always on your way. You were always on your way, even if you didn't know it in that moment. Okay? And I feel like there is, like we've already said, acknowledging the fear and the doubt. I feel like sometimes you guys get very anxious, especially when you're dreaming of good things and just like vibing really high. There's some type of anxious or intrusive thought that comes through and takes that moment away from you. Okay? And so literally, if you guys feel like you need therapy to talk, like to actually have someone to talk to, that will be something great for you. Like 100%, there's nothing wrong with finding someone, and it doesn't have to be the first person you meet or the second person you meet. It could take a few people until you feel safe and like it's your vibe. But if that's something that you've been thinking about, totally do that, and you don't even have to go into an office. It's something that you can do from home. If that is something, that's been on your mind, that's just a confirmation from spirit to just definitely look into that. Okay? If it's some form of art that you guys enjoy doing, something that really helped you to heal and overcome a lot of things, spirit is saying to really prioritize that in your life regardless of other circumstances. If you trust spirit, if you let them know what it is that worries you, like, if I give up this is what I'm afraid of, take it to the universe, take it to spirit, let them know how you're feeling, what you have going on, and I promise you, you will always 100% get a response, whether it is in some form of dream, if it is in a thought, if it is in a form of a revelation. It's just that aha moment when the light bulb goes off and it's just like, you know what, it's time, this is what I need to do, this makes the most sense, and I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so let's get into... Okay, we're gonna go into this deck. Wasn't expecting this one at all. This shocked me, so let's get into it. Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Yeah, I love this because this is still in alignment with what we are talking about. It's time to cross that threshold. It's time to just like I said, boldly step forward. It's the full energy that this card carries. You know what it is that you need to do, so do it. And that goes back to what we said at the beginning again with the challenge. You guys like a challenge. You like to challenge yourself. It's hard for you to stay focused on something when it's very serious. And so when you can make it something fun and lighthearted for yourself, you are more likely to stick to that thing than something that is very I don't even know how I want to describe this, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying, drop it down in the comments. Just let me know. Like, I get you. I get you. Because it's still, even when you do it in like this fun way, it still takes discipline and structure. So I don't want to say that, but it's like, it just can't be too serious, or it's just something about it being too serious where you're like, nah, I don't like that. But if it's like really fun, it's something you can stay focused on. And so when you make it kind of a challenge for yourself, you can always make it fun and doable in some way. And so essentially it's just like, get back to the root of who you are. That life sometimes. We're all humans. I totally understand just somehow straying away from who you know that you are, whether it's because of a relationship, a friendship, a job, something in your family, something happens in your family, it's a family emergency. Who knows? There's so many things that can happen in this human experience, and sometimes it happens and things get away from us, but it happens. And when you are able to acknowledge that it happened, then you are also able to acknowledge the opportunity to make a plan. I'm sorry, I hate you guys. On how you're going to move forward. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And so that means go for it. Shoot for the stars. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to new ways of doing things, of being. Challenge yourself to pull pieces of that version of you that you see yourself in your mind. Pull those aspects of yourself from that realm into this one. And see what that does. See who that creates you to be in this one. Exactly who you see yourself in as in that realm. That realm. Okay. Do we want one more, Spirit? I'll do a good shuffle. That was that. Oh, okay. I'll take it. It slid out so gracefully because I was not even expecting that. Okay. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands. Y'all, what is wrong with me? I'm seeing the words, but I am not. I don't know. The energy is moving really fast, and reading is feeling very slow right now. Okay. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Like-minded individuals, the people that you pray for, the experiences that you desire to have, you have to open yourself up to those opportunities. They're not going to find you where you are because they're not in alignment with where you are right now. Because you're not being your most real self. It's just like there's so much potential that you have, and you know that, and it's just kind of sitting there. And the more and more you act on your potential, then the more and more you're going to see what you are capable of, and the more and more you're going to become this version of you that attracts the type of things that you want, because you're attracting right now where you are, but it's just not things that you want. So it's like, okay, cool, let me level up so the things that I attract can level up too. Okay? And that leveling up, y'all, it could mean something physical. It could be like your physical appearance. If you want to change how you look to attract better, that's fine. But that's not the only thing that means. That could literally mean leveling up your education, going back to school, getting a degree so that you can attract better job opportunities. It's going to take up a trade so that you can then in turn again get better job opportunities or open up more pathways for yourself. Okay, it could be taking some type of class because you are afraid of public speaking, but you want to do something that's in alignment with public speaking. So you got to open yourself up to those opportunities. Okay. So many ways that could resonate for you guys. Just take it how it fits for you. All right. And we're going to go here. Okay. Not going to hold you guys too much longer. I don't want to keep you too long. So let's do a few of these and then we'll get a couple of tarot cards too. Okay, you guys are definitely like, let me try to fix you. I don't know if this looks any better, but let's get a few of these here. Okay, right away. I love this. I love when this card comes out. We have peace, codes in nature with miracles, and we have future love letter. I love you. So I love when this card comes out because your future self is thanking you, the current you, because the only way that version of you can exist is because of the current you. So like we said, with you seeing that version of yourself in your mind, that's the final product of what you choose to do now with your time, your energy, and your resources. And so this is essentially saying, I cannot exist without you. I love you. Thank you. The power is in your now. And you will find a lot of peace, like, again, feeling very anxious, feeling very overwhelmed, feeling very confused. You'll find a lot of peace in your actions. Because you are, when you do the things that you want to do, instead of just thinking about them all the time and thinking about all the ways you don't have time to do them, but if you just make time to do them, you prioritize them, then there's nothing for your brain to be bouncing off the walls. There's nothing for your brain to even be in anxious or chaos about, because you're doing what you truly want to be doing. And that is when the miracles can begin to unfold. The things that you truly want out of life can begin to happen. And you can begin to experience them. Okay. I split the deck and we have accountability. So this is going to take you holding yourself accountable. What are you doing with your time, energy, and resources? Holding yourself accountable. That is going to be a big way. Split the deck again. And improving your aura, because that's what you want to do. Accountability is truth. It is honesty. Truth is accountability. So it's time to be honest with yourself. What am I doing with my time, energy, and resources? Is it in alignment with where I want to go, where I want to be? Or is it in alignment with what my fear is comfortable with? Okay, let's get 3 of these. These cards, I love them, but they're so crisp. It's hard to shuffle them. Okay, we're going to get a good one. There we go. We have the Knight of Cups. Upright. Whoa. Okay. So, the 7 of Cups is the main energy. The Page of Pentacles is a clarifier. So the Page of Pentacles is a card of action. The Pentacles represents this 3D world, this material world. And I feel like there is an abundance of ways you feel like you can move forward. And so because there's so many choices, sometimes it demobilizes you. So many choices, I can't choose anything. And so then you shut down. Okay? And with this energy of shutting down, that's where I feel like that's where that Four of Pentacles comes in. The Four of Pentacles represents I don't know what to do with what I have, what's in front of me, what I can do. I'm just going to hone in tightly on what I'm already doing, even though pouring into that cup definitely isn't the seven of the one you should have chosen out of the seven, or keep choosing. And the answer to all of this, like we said in the very beginning, and even with this accountability card, create a plan. Literally, hold yourself accountable on one side. What have I been doing? What self-sabotaging behaviors have I been doing? And then on the other side, write down what you can do instead to change those behaviors. I've been spending a lot of money on food. Well, what can you do on the other end to stop that? Well, I can buy food, cook it in advance, meal prep, and I'm good. And you don't have to do the boring meal prep, cook one thing, eat the same thing for the next week. No, just take one day and cook small portions of meals. And store them in your fridge, store them in your freezer. If you've been spending a lot of money just shopping, it's like, what can I do on the other end? The money that I would usually spend on shopping, put it in my savings. See how much I can save. I've been spending a lot of time just, doing whatever, scrolling through social media. I could actually be using that time to take some online courses. I've been wanting to get into this, get into that, or maybe even go back to school altogether. That's what holding yourself accountable looks like. And you don't have to hate yourself for that. That's actually a reason to love yourself, because it's like, I'm able to call myself out, but I'm also able to see that I can fix the behavior that I'm calling myself out on. I don't have to be mad and sad and beating up on myself. I can just be like, self, I'm done with this. Okay? So, let me get this deck. I'm going to get you guys some closing cards, because I can talk all day. I don't want to hold you guys too long. Let me get closing cards here. I can see that. Thank you, Spirit. So we have failure as the first card. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Literally, that's holding yourself accountable. Like we said, you don't have to create yourself out to be this big bad villain that can never accomplish anything, that'll never reach their goals. Like, no, that's not the truth at all. It's just like now you know better. You know better. You know the choices you made, the decisions you made that led you to where you are. So now that you are aware of it, it's like, now I just know better, so I'm gonna do better. Okay. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And we've already talked about that with truth here. Holding ourselves accountable. That is what essentially those are, being honest. Nobody on this earth can hold you accountable but you. They can tell you about yourself, but until you're ready to accept those things, it's like they're talking to a brick wall. It's like, I don't care. Only you can improve you. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, literally. And we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. To love yourself, to love your life, to love your journey, to love your decisions, to love your process. Your inner voice will guide you to that place of of true love. Just listen, all right? Love you guys. I appreciate you. Look, abundance here on the bottom. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Literally, whatever you want to have an abundance of, you can manifest it. All right? Love you. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that thumbs up as well, and I will see you guys right back here in the next one. Bye.